and it went in my mouth. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, it looks a lot better right now. Bangs too. All my elementary years I had like short hair because my mom would never allow me to like grow it out, and I would always wake up in the morning looking like a lion because it was, my hair was short and then super poofy, so it was just like poof out. I'm trying to bring the tripod down, but with these things it's so hard to put it somewhere. These are called the useless nails in my opinion. Like, I can't do anything.
Today I will be showing you how I cut and style my bangs, so let's get started. Scissors, these are not for cutting hair. A hair roller, a hair tie, clips to hold your hair, a little comb. Now with that little comb, you're going to brush your hair and make a parting down the middle. Make sure it's really straight. That's good. Now very carefully, you're going to want to start separating your hair. You're going to make this triangle shape in the front, and this is how it should look. Make sure it's really straight. Now you're going to brush it through. And now we are going to cut directly right where your jawline ends is where you're going to want to cut it. So right at your chin, you make a snip, 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 snip. There we go. That's about how much I cut off. Now you're going to brush it through again. Now we have to separate a smaller triangle section from this section so we can cut it, and this will be the shorter part of our bangs. I'm here tying my hair to the back so it doesn't get in the way. Now you take the two little clips and clip off the longer sections of the triangle because we don't want to cut those by accident. This will be the shorter part of our bangs. Now we are going to start cutting this little section to make it shorter. A quick brush through, and you're going to cut it where your nose ends. Snip, snip, snip. And there we go. Now you're going to take your scissors and just cut straight up to make it look not as harsh. Now you brush it out again to get all those little hairs you cut out. Fix it again. If you want to cut more, here's where you cut more. And it went in my mouth. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. No, I'm just kidding. So after this, you're going to want to wet the hair. And here's the hair all wet. Now you're going to brush it through. And make sure you really get the roots of the hair, because if you don't get the roots of the hair, it will just come out just looking weird and like crooked. So you want to make sure you really wet those. Now you're going to put your hair into the hair roller and make it straight. I fixed it after I filmed this, but you're going to let it dry.
So my bangs are now dry, and it's time to take the hair roller out and style the rest of my hair. I feel like it looks a lot better right now, like the lighting, because I put the really bright ring light in the back here, and then I just have another ring light. Like you can see in my glasses, you can see that I have another ring light over here that is not so bright. I just put the brightest one in the back. Like, honestly, I feel like that looks a lot better. So today I'm just gonna use my straightener to curl my hair and for my bangs too. All my elementary years I had like short hair because my mom would never allow me to like grow it out, and I would always wake up in the morning looking like a lion because it was, my hair was short and then super poofy, so it was just like poof. I like to put the settings of the straightener at 338 this way. So it's just at 338, and that's how I let it heat up for about like 2 minutes because it heats up really, really fast. For my bangs, we're just gonna take them out. I know it looks terrible, I know, but that's why we're gonna like straighten it. If it's because of my hair type or it's just like everyone's bangs come out like this, but so just take it and straighten it. And you're gonna let it like sort of cool off after just like one quick swipe. Just let it cool off and run a little brush through it. I'm gonna go get it because I don't have it in here right now. The reason why you're gonna let it like cool off like this is because if you straighten it like a bunch of times, it'll just lose the little C that you gave it with the hair roller. So if you straighten it, it'll just be completely flat. Now you're just gonna brush it through a couple times. So now that it's completely cool, so now that it is completely cooled off, you're gonna like sort of part it. Like just grab the ends and with, I don't know how to explain it, but like don't like separate the middle. Just like brush out the ends. Like don't go like this. Like don't, I don't know how to explain it, but like don't go like this. This is really bad because since you just straightened it, it maybe still be like a little warm and it will create a parting in the bangs where you don't want it to be parted, and when it creates a parting, it'll just naturally separate instead of being all together. I don't know if that makes sense, but I tried to explain it. You've brushed it through, but you still want to go ahead and like straighten it a little bit because it's like a weird shape. What you're gonna do is turn off the hair straightener and wait for it to cool off so it's not as hot as you're gonna go again with another straighten, and you don't want it to be hot because it will flatten it out and it won't really look good. I'm still waiting for it to cool off a little bit more, but I just kind of like swooped aside the little baby hairs that go over here because I do not want to straighten those. I'm just waiting. Now it's cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and do another little pass through and then wait for that to cool down. Brush it again. So this is how my bangs turned out, and now I'm just gonna style the rest of my hair and come back. To like shape my bangs, I just took my hairbrush and like started like shaping it the direction I wanted it to go to. I did not go in with the straightener again because that would really just flatten out the bangs and it won't look good. This is the hairbrush I used to dye my hair. It was originally baby pink, but since I used the black dye to dye my hair black, it turned this weird color and I haven't gotten a new one. I just curled my hair and I'm just putting some oil on the ends to make it shiny. This is how my bangs turned out. I hope it helps if anyone's cutting their bangs by themselves, and make sure always cut it longer than you think you want it, because you can always go ahead and cut it, but you can't cut it longer once you cut it shorter.